Hello and welcome back friends to my pregnancy wellness series. Are you worried that your baby head is still in the breech position? It's not yet ready to have a normal delivery? Do not worry. This exercise is specially tailored to turn the baby head upside down, prepare your body for the normal delivery. So let's begin.
First exercise, wall supported forward fold. Stand in front of a wall with your feet hip width apart and gently keep your hands on the wall at belly height. Step your feet back about one leg's length away from the wall. Slowly begin to hinge forward at the hips, keeping your back straight. Hold the pose for 10 seconds, focusing on relaxing the muscles of your back and legs. To release from this pose, slowly walk towards the wall and come back to standing position. Let's repeat this movement for 10 times. 1. Step back, forward fold, hold. This pose elongates and decompresses the spine, stretches the hamstring, and opens the hips, which elevates the tightness and discomfort commonly experienced during pregnancy. And come back to standing position. 2. Step back, forward fold, and hold. Holding the pose allows the body to relax and release tension, promoting a sense of calm and relaxation. And come back to standing position. 3. Step back, forward fold, and hold. And come back to standing position. 4. Step back, forward fold, and hold. And come back to standing position. 5. Step back, forward fold, and hold. It also encourages gentle movement and stretching of the pelvis, which helps encouraging a breech baby to change position and come back to standing position. 6. Step back, forward fold, and hold. And come back to standing position. 7. Step back, forward fold, and hold. In the hold position, you can add some hip movements to increase the pelvic area and improve the hip stretch. And come back to standing position. 8. Step back, forward fold, and hold. And come back to standing position. 9. Step back, forward fold, and hold. And come back to standing position. Last one, 10. Step back, forward fold, and hold. And come back to standing position. Relax. Let's do deep breathing for 30 seconds. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Next exercise, sofa supported inclined bridge pose. Lie down on your back, ensuring that your head, shoulders, and upper back are resting comfortably on the floor. Place your legs on the sofa. Now inhale and lift your hips up towards the ceiling, forming a slope with your body. Keeping your arms relaxed on the floor, aim to create a straight line from your shoulders to your legs, avoiding arching your back. Hold for 10 seconds. Focus on lifting your hips as high as comfortable for you. Exhale as you slowly lower your hips back down to the floor, returning to the starting position. Let's do 5 sets of this. 1. Lift hips up, hold. This pose strengthens the muscles of the lower back, glutes, and hamstrings and improves the flexibility in the spine and hip flexors. And come back to resting position. 2. Lift hips up and hold. The elevated pose encourages a gentle pelvic tilt, which helps create more space in the pelvis and encourages the baby to shift into a head down position. Come back to resting position. 3. Lift hips up and hold. Elevated hips allows gravity to gently encourage the baby to move downward, potentially aiding in the baby's rotation. And come back to resting position. 4. Lift hips up and hold. And come back to resting position. 5. Lift hips up and hold. And come back to resting position. Relax. Lie down straight on the floor, also known as Savasana position, and let's do deep breathing for a minute. Breathe in, breathe out. 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 Next exercise, bridge pose. Lie down on your back with your knees bent, feet hip width apart, arms resting alongside the body, and heels close to your buttocks. Inhale and push your hips towards the ceiling. Keep your thighs parallel to each other and engage your glutes and core muscles to lift your hips higher. Hold the pose for 10 seconds, maintaining a steady and even breath. Slowly lower your spine back down to the floor. Let's do this sequence for 10 times. 1. Lift hips up, hold. You can also place your hands on the hips to provide support to the lifted hips. And come back. 2. Lift hips up, hold, and come back. 3. Lift hips up, hold, and come back. 4. Lift hips up, hold, and come back. 5. Lift hips up, hold, and come back. 6. Lift hips up, hold. Bridge pose engages the muscles of the pelvic floor, which can help support the uterus and promote optimal positioning of the baby. And come back. 7. Lift hips up, hold. The gentle stretching and movement of the pelvis in this pose may encourage the baby to shift positions, potentially aiding in turning a breech baby. And come back. 8. Lift hips up, hold, and come back. 9. Lift hips up, hold, and come back. Last one. 10. Lift hips up, hold, and come back. Relax. Lie down straight on the floor, also known as Savasana, and let's do deep breathing while in this position. Breathe in, breathe out. 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 Next exercise, cat and cow pose. Keep your hands shoulder width apart and your knees directly below your hips. Inhale deeply while curving your lower back and bringing your head up, tilting your pelvis up like a cow. Exhale deeply and bring your abdomen in, arching your spine and bringing your head and pelvis down like a cat. Continue flowing between cat pose and cow pose. with your breath moving smoothly and gently. Let's repeat this movement for 20 rounds, coordinating with breaths. 1. Inhale and do cow pose. Exhale and do cat pose. 2. Inhale and cow pose. Exhale and cat pose. Cat cow pose gently stretches and mobilizes the spine, which helps
3.
relieve
Inhale
tension and
and cow
discomfort
pose.
in the back and pelvis during pregnancy.
Exhale and cat pose. 4. Inhale and cow pose. Exhale and cat pose. 5. Inhale and cow pose. Exhale and cat pose. 6. Inhale and cow pose. Exhale and cat pose. 7. Inhale and cow pose. Exhale and cat pose. 8. Inhale and cow pose. Exhale and cat pose. 9. Inhale and cow pose. Exhale and cat pose. 10. Inhale and cow pose. Exhale and cat pose. 10 more to go. 11. Inhale and cow pose. Exhale and cat pose. 12. Inhale and cow pose. Exhale and cat pose. 13. Inhale and cow pose. Exhale and cat pose. 14. Inhale and cow pose. Exhale and cat pose. 15. Inhale and cow pose. Exhale and cat pose. 16. Inhale and cow pose. Exhale and cat pose. The rhythmic movement of the pelvis encourages gentle rocking and tilting 17.
of the
Inhale
pelvis,
and
and
cow
it
pose.
helps encouraging a breech baby to change
Exhale
position.
and cat pose. 18. Inhale and cow pose. Exhale and cat pose. 19. Inhale and cow pose. Exhale and cat pose. And last one, 20. Inhale and cow pose. Exhale and cat pose. Come to relaxing position. Let's do deep breathing for a minute. Breathe in, breathe out. 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 Breathe in,
Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Next exercise, downward dog pose. Stand straight and crawl forward using your hands. Bring your hands slightly in front of your shoulders. Spread your fingers wide. Press firmly into the palms of the hands and tuck your toes. Straighten your arms and legs, forming an inverted V shape with your hips lifted high and your heels reaching towards the floor. If your hamstrings are tight, it's okay to keep a slight bend in your knees. Hold in this position for 30 seconds, breathing deeply and evenly. To release the pose, bend your knees and crawl back to standing position. Let's do it one more time. Crawl to downward dog inverted V position. Hold for 30 seconds. This pose stretches the hamstrings, calves, and opening of the hips, which can alleviate tightness and discomfort commonly experienced in the back and pelvis during pregnancy. It also encourages gentle movement and stretching, which helps the encouraging a breech baby to change position. The inverted position of downward dog helps to improve circulation throughout the body, including the pelvic area, which supports optimal fetal positioning. And now crawl back to standing position. Relax and let's do deep breathing for a minute. Breathe in, breathe out. 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 Next exercise, elevated sofa supported dolphin pose. Begin by kneeling on the sofa with your toes tucked under. Lean forward and place your forearms on the floor parallel to each other and shoulder width apart. Press your palms firmly into the floor and lift your hips up towards the ceiling, coming into a modified downward facing dog position. Now lower your chest and bend your elbows to form a modified dolphin pose. Keep your head between your arms, your neck relaxed, and your gaze towards the floor for 10 seconds. To come out of the pose, slowly straighten your arms, pressing into the floor to lift your chest, feeling a stretch along the spine. Let's do this movement for 10 times. 1. Go down to dolphin pose. Hold. Remember to breathe deeply and listen to your body as you move through the pose. And lift back to downward dog pose. 2. Go down to dolphin pose. Hold. And lift back to downward dog pose. 3. Go down to dolphin pose. Hold. And lift back to downward dog pose. 4. Go down to dolphin pose. Hold. and lift back to downward dog pose. 5. Go down to dolphin pose, hold, and lift back to downward dog pose. 6. Go down to dolphin pose, hold. This pose provides a gentle stretch for the back, shoulders, and chest while also engaging the core muscles and promoting
and
spinal
lift back to
flexibility.
downward dog pose.
7. Go down to dolphin pose, hold, and lift back to downward dog pose. 8. Go down to dolphin pose, hold. It can help improve posture, relieve tension in the upper body, and increase mobility in the spine and shoulders. And lift back to downward dog pose. 9. Go down to dolphin pose, hold. This pose with legs folded encourages gentle movement and stretching of the pelvis, which encourages a breech baby to change position. And lift back to downward dog pose. 10. Go down to dolphin pose, hold, and lift back to downward dog pose. Relax. Come to the relaxing position. Now let's do deep breathing for 2 minutes. Breathe in, breathe out. 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 Breathe in, breathe out.
Thank you guys for practicing along with me. Remember, if you keep practicing these exercises, your baby head is going to turn upside down. And once the baby head has turned down, do not stop there. Keep practicing these exercises because it will keep the baby head in the right position for the normal delivery. Also, if you can't do all of them, at least try to do some of them because these are going to benefit you during the delivery process. It will ease the pain and everything. Also, comment in the comment box how did you find these exercises and my videos. And do not forget to like, comment and subscribe. Thank you.